How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Personal Finance Takeover. My name's Sean. This is my co host, Fabian. And today we're going to be talking about credit cards and some of the benefits that you could get from them, like travel points, cash back, and rewards. But we do have a little bit of a warning first. So, Fabian, can you let us know about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the thing about credit cards and being able to take advantage of the points, the rewards, everything they have to offer, you just got to make sure that you're in that stage in your personal finance journey to be able to take advantage of it. So if you're planning on carrying a balance, if you're not, disciplined to only stick to your budget and only spend on the money that you're already going to spend, then this isn't going to work for you. Because the last thing you want to do is carry a balance, pay a high interest just to earn this points. In order to make this work, you got to hack this system, kind of cheat it in a way that you're paying no interest and you're able to reap all the rewards and benefits from the cards. So just keep that in mind. If you're not ready, don't do it yet. Build up to that level. But if you're to that level where you're disciplined, you have your budget and you can stick to it, and credit cards are not going to be tempting for you to go and add a bunch of debt to yourself, then and for all means, let's get into today's topic and let's talk about ways to benefit from these rewards. But before we get started, one thing I want to clear up on how these credit cards work is talking about the merchant fee, because a lot of people get confused when they see credit cards, that they offer them a lot of points to sign up for the card as an intro, or they don't quite understand how they're making money. So obviously the credit card companies make money from you when you carry debt, when you carry a balance. So they're charging you a high interest rate. That's how they're making money. But also, they charge the merchant a processing fee that also makes them money. So the reason they offer you all these cool programs, all these incentives to come and sign up for the card is so you can use it, because every time you're swiping your card for that purchase, the bank is actually making more money. So yeah, so just keep that in mind. The way that this is going to work is if you're paying off your balance, the bank will not make any money from you in interest. And every time you swipe your card, the bank will charge the merchant processing fee. So they're going to get, a percentage of that. So why not get that back and put it to good use? Because, there's a lot of cool stuff you can get with these credit cards nowadays. And why give the banks all the money? If you have the opportunity to be disciplined and get some of that money back, then let's do it. Let's talk about some of the cool benefits you can get from using these cards properly and making sure that you're paying them off each month, and how you can reap the rewards. Do you have any experiences or anything like that you can share about your credit card points and stuff like that?
Yeah, you're going to pay for stuff regularly throughout the month, anyways. So, this is what I like about having a credit card and earning points is like my health insurance bill. It's going to come in every single month. I have to pay it no matter what. If I put that on my credit card, now all of a sudden I'm generating points from it and I'm still going to pay that card off and not have to pay any interest regardless. So that's the thing is as long as you pay it off, like I know having talked with Fabian here for in the past about this is we like to pay it off not just like once a month, like we like to get rid of that balance pretty quick. So like Fabian, like do you do it what weekly or how often do you pay your credit card?
Yeah, so I pay mine off weekly.
Okay,
So
okay.
I will use my card for Monday through Sunday, and then that following Monday, that's when I pay off the entire balance. But one thing to keep in mind is I don't go use it on stuff that wasn't planned. I use it on stuff that was already planned. Like
Mhm.
I have a weekly budget on gas. So I need gas. I need to get around, on groceries, on daycare. Daycare is a big expense for me, and I know I have to pay that weekly. So why, instead of just having to come out of my bank account or out of my debit card with getting no benefit from it, why not use a credit card that can pay me back and pay that balance as soon as it comes in? Like for me, I don't like letting that balance grow more than a week. Pay it off, I pay no interest, and I'm able to reap the reward. So I'm able to get flights, get hotels, and all that cool stuff. So that, to me,
Mhm.
traveling is an important part of life. For me, I would rather have experiences than spend money on expensive stuff. So there's a lot of beautiful places out there. So, that's a memory that I'm gonna have with me for the rest of my life. And that, that nice pair of shoes that I bought, the expensive ones, that they're only gonna last me what, a year, two, and be gone. And I'm never gonna remember that I even own those shoes. But I will always remember these, travel experiences that I have. So I think this is why I'm very passionate about these credit card points and everything that has to do with them. So, but you just got to be smart with it. Don't carry a balance. Don't give any more of your money to the banks. Use it and make it work for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me, like, I don't do it like my payments on a weekly necessarily basis. I don't really think of it like that. If I don't check my like credit card until like a week and a half or something, then I'll do the payment then. But the whole point is just pay it off before you get hit with the interest charge. And some of those benefits, like on, I have a couple different credit cards, and one of them I do more for like the like travel stuff, and then the other one maybe more for like just whether it's cash back or something like that. But uh, the cool thing about these, like, sign-up bonuses is Fabian and I, we went to Seattle, and using the points, which were a sign-up bonus, for a credit card, we were able to go and it was just covered. So, like, my wife and I stayed in a hotel, and it was completely paid for by that sign-up bonus, and that's the type of thing that's super cool, is you get to have these experiences, and you sometimes don't have to pay for them, or you don't have to pay full price because of these points that you're earning, whether it's a sign up bonus or it could be just from your normal charges like your health insurance or daycare or whatever it is that you have to pay every single month or every single week. That's going to be something you can put on a credit card, pay it off, and then you get those benefits of the points where you could travel for free, or you could get some stuff for free, or you could get cash back, and it could cover some other expenses that you have. It's just, there's so many benefits to it that if you're smart about it, it's something that really comes in handy.
Yeah, and you can make it work for you during emergencies too, right? So, as you're going through your financial journey, you have your emergency fund fully funded. Your car breaks down. Now you got to take it to the mechanics, and it's going to be $1,000. So why pay with debit or why pay with cash when you're going to get nothing out of it? Why not pay it with your credit card, and immediately once that transaction posts to your account, immediately pay it from your emergency fund, because if your car breaks down, that's an emergency. You need your car to, go to work, go to school, get around town. So that would qualify as an emergency expense, and you can use that credit card to work towards you. That's if you have a credit card that's giving you, 1 point for every dollar. It's already 1,000 points for something that you were going to spend anyways, that you were prepared for. But if you don't have that discipline, you don't have that mentality, if you're just gonna, go charge $1,000 and be like, well, I'll just pay the monthly payment. It's gonna take you years and years to pay that off. You end up spending a lot more money. So those reward points are actually gonna cost you even a lot more money. So if you don't have the discipline, if you're not there yet, no worries. Just try to get to that level to where you can, control yourself, and then start using it to your advantage. But that this is why it's called personal finance. Everyone's situation is personal and different. So if you're not there yet, don't do it. But if you feel like you're there, and by all means, take advantage of it.
I just want to mention a couple other little benefits that we've had in the past while traveling. Is one of the credit cards that my wife and I have, we were able to get a credit for the like priority pass and the global entry. So we're able to get access to lounges at the airport. And when we traveled through Europe, we were able to get all of our friends into the lounge, and we get free food, free drinks, and all that while you're waiting for your airplane. And then also the global entry. That thing's been awesome because when you're flying out of the country and you're coming back in, that whole TSA process, it takes forever. When you have TSA pre-check and global entry, it just speeds up the process, and you get to just fly through that airport. So benefits like that really come in handy from these credit cards.
And they really do. I was actually one of those friends that was able to benefit from Sean's credit card. He brought me onto the lounge when we were exploring Europe, so that was pretty fun and really cool. Another thing that it's worth mentioning is that some of these travel cards, reward cards do have a annual fee. The annual fee can range anywhere from like $100 to like $500 or whatever, or even more. But what you got to keep in mind is if it's a card you're going to use consistently and the benefits or the rewards outweigh the annual fee of that card, then it's worth it. Like for me, one of the cards I use the most has a $95 annual fee, but for me, I get way more rewards and benefits out of that $95. So like, you know, multiple times a year, I'm able to book rooms for free. It's already covered. So as long as I get, one booking a year, a hotel booking for one night at $95, and the card already paid for itself. And with my budget, like how I have it set up to pay for stuff that I'm going to pay for anyways, like that's easy to do. So just keep that in mind as you're starting to look at cards and see which one works best for you. There's a ton of offers out there. There's a ton of credit cards, and just pick one that makes sense, one that seems that would best fit you, and have fun with it. I think the opportunity is there, but again, just want to stress on the point, like you just got to be disciplined and stick to your budget.
All right, so that is the episode about credit cards and the benefits that you could have with them. Just be smart with it. Don't carry a balance and end up having debt. That's not something you want to do. You want to take advantage of the points, not put yourself at a disadvantage with debt. If you like this stuff and you're interested in listening to more in the future, follow our channel or our page, wherever it is you're listening, and also download the episode. And we appreciate you guys listening. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.